Hello everyone, it's FarsTrapa. Today very happy to see you again for another video. Today a very special video because I will present the concept of a new series I'm doing on my channel for the next Canadian federal election that will come in April 28th. So during this election period, I will post 4 videos, one for each of the major party, that will explain in detail their program or political platform if you prefer. Just to make things really clear, this video you're watching will not actually present the programs. It will be videos in the following weeks, one for each party, and this video you're currently watching is only a general presentation of just to explain a little bit what I will do in the upcoming weeks, and also to put some warnings and disclaimers because of course politics is always a very sensitive topic, especially in our time. So I just wanted to make some things really clear. So the goal of this series of video, I think you have guessed it, but it's of course to inform the Canadian population of what are the ideas, what each party promises if they get elected in the next election. We live in a world where access to relevant and true information is harder and harder, and I think it can really make a difference, at least I hope, to just explain very honestly, very neutrally what each party is proposing for the Canadians. How will each video happen? It will be very simple. At the beginning, I will make a short presentation about the leader of the party because, of course, the leader of each party is the person that will be prime minister if his party or her party gets the majority. I won't be too long. It will be a really short presentation just so you know a little bit the person. But yeah, those videos are really more about the ideas, about what they're proposing rather than the individual. And then for the main part of the video, I will list 10 main proposals that the party wants to put if they get elected. So yeah, that will be the main part of the video. I will explain each proposal with detail, and at the end there will be a small section called flash proposals where I will talk a little bit about the little proposal that didn't make to the list of the 10 main, but in my opinion still deserves to be announced. So as you can tell, I think English isn't my main language. It is of course French, as you could have heard. Originally, I only planned to make those videos in French, but as Canada is a bilingual country, I took the challenge to also do them in English. But of course, if you speak French, go watch the French video. It will be 100 times more fluid. But yeah, just be aware that my videos in English and in French aren't exactly the same because of course some issues that faces the Anglophone population of Canada isn't the same issues as what the Francophone population faces. So there will be maybe little differences between the same party but in English and French. So yeah, something that will be very controversial, but I took the decision to not include the People's Party of Canada in this series of videos because even if sometimes they make a lot of noise on the social media, it is a party that historically didn't do much in Canadian politics. Actually, they never got any elected MP on the House of Commons. They don't hold any seat on the HOC neither at this time. They are very low in the polls, and currently they don't have any seat projected with the polls. So as PPC for now is a really minor party in Canada, I think it wouldn't be fair to give them the same exposition as the 4 main party. But if you really want to see a PPC video, write it down in the comment and I will try to what I can do. And also, I think that's really common sense, but of course I won't do a video about Bloc Québécois in English because of course Bloc is a party that only exists in Quebec and is mainly targeting the Francophone audience, so it would be a little bit waste of time for me to film an English video about Bloc. So yeah, and if you are an Anglophone only that doesn't speak French and plans to vote for the bloc, honestly, I think you are a bit lost. Also, for those who were wondering what my methodology is, it's really simple. My videos will be really based on the program. And now it's time for some disclaimers because I really don't want problems and I know there's a lot of things to clarify. So first of all, I will try, of course, to be really objective, to be very neutral, but you know that true neutrality doesn't really exist. Even if I don't do it voluntarily, it's really probable that sometimes I will slightly influence with my choice of words, etc. But of course, my goal is to stay neutral. I, of course, don't endorse any party. My goal with making those videos is really to inform about the ideas, about the proposals, and it's really up to you to decide which party is the best, which party do you want to vote for, and yeah, which party corresponds the more to your personal opinions. Another point is that those videos will all be based on my personal interpretation, so it's always possible I make mistakes, it's always possible that what I understand isn't exactly what the party intended to say. So yeah, please excuse me for that, but of course I will try to be as comprehensible as possible. And thirdly, so of course, again, as I am the one choosing the information, it will be possible that sometimes the information I choose aren't weighted equally. As I said, there will be 10 proposals for each party, but maybe one proposal will be very important to you and then the next one will have very little to no importance. So I will try to make a balance. I will try to take out the 10 most important things for Canadian in each of those videos, but yeah, it's really myself that chooses which one to put, and I will try my best, but it's really possible. And excuse me if that's the case, if I don't always put the most important information for you. Also, it's not a ranking, so it's not because I put one proposal in first place and another in 10th place that the first one is more important than the 10th. It's absolutely not the case. All proposals are weighted equally. The position really doesn't matter, and actually the importance of each is the one you wanna give. Maybe one proposal will affect you more personally, so it will be more important for you, and another one will be more important for another person. So it's not a ranking. And also it's not exhaustive, meaning that of course I will forget either voluntary or involuntarily, but of course I can't tell all what the party proposes in a single 15-minute video. So for all the videos, all the parties, I will surely forget some stuff less important. Also, I think you have guessed it, but I'm absolutely not a specialist in politics. I'm just a young passionate who loves politics, and I'm really happy to share this passion with you during this electoral campaign. But it's always possible that I will make mistakes, of course, because I didn't receive any specialized education in that domain. For the last disclaimer, I will often use synonyms. So for example, for the Conservative Party, I will sometimes say Pierre Poilievre, I will sometimes say Mr. Poilievre, sometimes the CPC, sometimes the Conservatives, but they all mean the same. It's not because I say Poilievre that it's him personally that won, and another time I say his party. No, it's not the case. I use synonym only to vary the video, but they all want to say the same thing. And then the last one, and it will again be a very controversial one, and I know it, but I prefer to be very honest with you. I will use the help, and I say the help, of artificial intelligence for the English videos only, because English isn't my main language and I will have a lot harder time to understand in English than in French. And also, maybe more importantly, like I just don't have that much time. I'm still a high school student full time, and actually I'm in my senior year, so I have a lot of stuff coming up in school. So yeah, I just don't have the time in a short period of 1 month to make 5 videos in French, 4 videos in English, and with a very detailed research on it. But how I will work is very important, because I will only, and I promise you, only use it to summarize the platforms, and then I will personally fact check everything the AI gives me. So don't worry about the information. Like, I will manually go over each information the AI gives me to make sure it's real, to make sure it's relevant. Don't worry about the quality of the information, because actually the AI might really do a better job than me in French. As I said, I think it's important to be honest. If that's a problem for you, well, I'm sorry, and simply don't watch those videos. But you must be aware that we live in a world where AI will be used more and more pretty much everywhere. And in this case, I think it's actually good. It's actually a good purpose of AI utilization to make work more efficient. And again, I will fact check everything. So just a quick word on who might or can watch those videos, and really I want to make my videos the most accessible possible, so like really everyone, as long as you can understand my accent, everyone will be able to watch those videos, meaning I will explain very simply using very everyday language. Of course, maybe those are mainly targeted towards those who can vote, who can make a choice in the next Canadian election. But even if you are too young, even if you are not Canadian citizen, even if you don't live in Canada at all, everybody can watch those videos, and everybody can learn from. And just also a quick reminder, as of today, the March 28th, when I filmed this video, none of the 4 major parties unveiled their programs yet. So what I will do for the order of those videos, it will be as soon as one releases their platform, I will make a video about it, and once another one upload their platform, I will make a video about them. So yeah, that will be simply the order, and don't see any sign of favoritism because I put one before or after another. It will simply be by the time they released their programs. So just to conclude, I also made kinda the same concept 2.5 years ago for the Quebec election 2022. So if those interest you, you can watch them. They're still available on my YouTube channel. Of course, they are in French, so that may be a barrier. But yeah, if they interest you, check them out. So it's the end of this first video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you aren't subscribed, it's really the time to subscribe, because there will be a lot coming out in the next weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.